Do not regret growing older. It is privilege denied to many. Like every Sunday, this Sunday also, Swag on Nutrition and Wellness brings a very crucial topic, making 50s fabulous and fearless. Hello everyone, this is Anupreksha Rastogi, a non-diet dietitian, certified diabetes educator. I help people making स्वास्थ्य सेहत. महिलाओं की जिंदगी में मेनोपॉज आता है और काफी चेंजेस लेकर आता है एंड आई स्टिल रिमेम्बर व्हेन माय मॉम वाज गोइंग थ्रू दिस फेज आई वाजंट अवेयर ऑफ दीस चेंजेस एंड व्हाट शी हैज बीन गोइंग थ्रू. She dedicated herself to the family and our needs that she didn't even feel or realize what are her requirement of the body. Now I wish I could do something at that time, but time and tide waits for none. Menopause generally starts between the age of 45 to 55 years of age, and if you have missed your 12 consecutive menstrual cycle, then you are in the menopause phase. But उससे पहले actually premenstrual phase आता है, that is the transitional phase, in which you have on and off cycles. मैक्सिमम टाइम देखा गया है मेनोपॉज के बाद फीमेल्स कई बीमारियों की चपेट में आ जाती हैं और इवन द इमोशनल चेंजेस आर ऑल्सो अराउंड देम. और आज के टाइम पे एक वेल बैलेंस डाइट, अच्छा पौष्टिक खाना खाना उतना ही इम्पोर्टेंट है जितना कि एक मेंटल हेल्थ को ठीक रखना भी, जो कि कई बार नजरअंदाज किया जाता है, जो हमें नहीं करना चाहिए. मेनोपॉज के बाद एक्चुअली हार्मोनल चेंजेस के साथ साथ लाइफस्टाइल भी काफी मैटर करता है और ये डिसाइड करता है कि आपकी आगे की लाइफ कैसी होगी. As far as research, women after 45 years tend to be more confident. And you know what? Just because कि उनकी डिपेंडेंसी कम हो जाती है और कुछ हद तक काफी क्रिटिसिज्म भी. सो मेनोपॉज के कुछ सिम्टम्स ऐसे हो सकते हैं कि आपके मेंस्ट्रुअल चेंजेस आ सकते हैं, आप में हेडेक स्टार्ट हो सकता है, हॉट फ्लशेस आते हैं एक्चुअली, बॉडी टेम्परेचर रेज होता है, डाउन होता है, एंग्जाइटी है, थकान है, मल्टीटास्किंग करने में एक्चुअली डिफिकल्टी होती है, चिड़चिड़ापन एक आ जाता है और इट इज डिफिकल्ट फॉर देम टू कॉन्सेंट्रेट इवन. और उसके बाद होता है वीकनिंग ऑफ द बोन्स, जो कि स्टार्ट हो जाता है और एक प्रॉब्लमेटिक कंडीशन को क्रिएट करता है. एंड सभी के सिम्टम्स ये अलग अलग हो सकते हैं. इट कैन नॉट बी सेम फॉर एवरी इंडिविजुअल. Today we have Dr. Sahil Saini with us, who is an orthopedician, जो हमें बताएंगे कि एक्चुअली फीमेल्स में ये जो बोन डेंसिटी है ये कम क्यों हो जाती है, इसका क्या रीजन है एंड व्हाट वी कैन डू. And by the time, everyone just stay tuned till the end for the very effective 3 quick strategies that I will be telling you all that you can do at this stage. So over to you, Dr. Sahil.
Good evening all. This is Dr. Sahil. I am a consultant orthopedician at Osmed Healthcare Multi-Specialty Hospital, Zirakpur. And today we have taken this initiative to discuss about the post-menopausal osteoporosis. And I thank Dr. Anupreksha who has taken this initiative. And this is a very innovative topic, and the topic which has been now having trending for the past couple of decades, because now a lot of our Indian women, not only I will say the Indian women, but the women all across the world, they have to spend at least 1/3 of their lifespan in this menopausal age group. And what is this menopause? Ma'am has already told you about. The menopause is when the woman stops having periods for at least consecutive 12 months. So now what this menopause has the implication on our bone health. As the term we have already discussed about osteoporosis. So osteoporosis basically there is a decrease in density, bone mineral density. There is you can say that the structure of the bone becomes weak. Okay. So why the structure becomes weak? Because when there is a menopause, there is a deficiency of certain hormones, especially the hormone estrogen, which is very important for our bones. Because hormone estrogen, it is also called as a bone protective hormone. It decreases the absorption of the calcium from the bone, thereby increases the strength of the bone. So when there is a menopause, there is deficiency of this hormone, and in turn, what happens that there is decrease in the bone mineral density of calcium and the other ions, which leads to decrease in strength of the bone. So this was all about the pathophysiology. Now coming about what are these symptoms and what the ladies will experience. So a lot of ladies comes to us at the clinic and they say that doctor, we have that constant low back pain, and certain female also, if we ignore this condition, certain people or certain women can also present with a fracture of the hip region or fracture in the spine by not just by sitting only. There is no history of any trauma or there is no history of any heavy work. So that means the bone becomes so weak due to this deficiency of the calcium that they experience these such kind of conditions. So we have to be very cautious right from the start, so such things don't happen. Now coming what are the signs? I will again tell brief about this. What are the main signs and symptoms? So any woman after the age of 50 years experiencing constant low back pain or having a recent history of any fracture in the spine or sudden fracture in the hip region, they should be screened for this osteoporosis. Now, what are all the modalities available to us for screening, and how can we know that we are suffering or we are at risk of having osteoporosis? So one of the important diagnostic tool for diagnosing osteoporosis is the test which we are conducting at our hospital also, and this is called as the BMD test. Okay, so the point to be noted is it is called as bone mineral density test, in which we look for how is the mineral quantity of the bone. There are certain specific areas of the bone, like there is from the femoral neck, or we can have the BMD test done. We look at our spine, and by calculating the BMD score, then we label these patients or having how much risk is there. Because if the score, the T score is the value which we give, and if the T score comes less than 2.5, then it is a high risk for osteoporosis. Okay, so any patient, anyone who is experiencing constant low back after age of 50 years or had a certain fracture which has occurred without any significant trauma itself own. So these are all the risk factors, and these ladies should be very cautious. Okay, so the age of above 65 years and one having a recent history of any fracture. So this is how we diagnose. And then talking about the treatment part, and see, the treatment is a multi-modality treatment. Talking about the non-pharmacological and then the pharmacological treatment. In the non-pharmacological treatment, one the important role is of the exercise. We have to, especially in this time of when there is so much scare, everybody is in the home. So in this time of COVID, what one can do is have a regular exercise program at the home. How the exercise will help? It will strengthen your muscles and increase the density of your bone. Okay, one is the exercise program. If we talk about the dietary part, Dr. Anupreksha can tell you more better than me about the dietary part. And but I can suggest that all these milk products and especially green leafy vegetables, they are very rich source of calcium. Okay, so you can you have to take that. That also increases your immunity also. Okay, so and another recommendation what I am telling was the vitamin D. Yeah, vitamin D. Now you can see that sunlight is a very good source of vitamin D. So I will recommend everyone to at least sit for 20 minutes in a bright sunlight in a day. Spare time for us, because that helps replenish the vitamin D levels. Okay, so these are some of the basic non-pharmacological methods which we can adopt for these for getting our calcium and vitamin D levels up. And even if in spite of these, we can have a regular screening test, like we can have your vitamin D levels, especially the thyroid patients have to get these tests done at least once in 3 months. The basic tests which are required are the vitamin D levels, the calcium levels, and then we can, there are other investigations also, but at least we can have both these tests done. Okay. Yes, and anything you want to ask, you are free to ask. And today we have this very great opportunity and we are all live. And Dr. Nupreksha, I thank Dr. Nupreksha for doing this initiative.
Thank you, Dr. Sahil, for sharing such grateful insights of your learnings. अक्सर फैमिली में चिंता में हम अपना हेल्थ चेकअप को प्रायोरिटी एक्चुअली नहीं देते हैं, और स्पेसिफिकली फीमेल्स सोचती है कि छोड़ो क्या करना करा के. सो हियर आर वेरी क्विक 3 and effective tips for you all to keep your bones healthy at this stage of life. Like, get your periodic calcium and vitamin D levels checked, and if they are not in a healthy scale, get your doses by consulting your orthopedician and doctor. And being at home, what you can do is just include obviously dairy milk products, green leafy vegetables, and add some ragi atta, I would say, and the sesame seeds, जो हम आपका तिल की बात करते हैं, into your diet. Or this is in general, just rest requirements vary from individual to individual because every body is different, so our requirement is also. And secondly, exercise again, as Dr. Sahil has said, that exercise regularly to avoid the unnecessary weight gain, as it will definitely affect your knees as well as your spine. And thirdly and lastly, your hot flushes. If hot flushes are occurring again and again, just try to avoid coffee or spicy foods या alcohol का intake अगर है तो. So last but not the least, don't forget to follow us and subscribe us on all the social handles. And if you have any questions, just do ask to us as well. Anybody else? Akshi or Shilpi, if you have any query. So we can sign off if others are not having any query right now. Thank you so much, everybody, for keeping us engaged and all. Thank you, Dr. Sahil.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.